Hello folks. So in this video I'm going to tell you about Vnet to Vnet peering or virtual net to virtual net peering and what exactly it is and why do we do that. Okay. So let's first click on one of the virtual net. Okay. So if I take this Vnet, let us say Vnet AZ. Okay. I have one device attached to this particular VM. So that means in this virtual network, I have one device available, which is this new VM AZ821. Okay, so this is one device, and I do have another virtual network, which is new VNet, where also I have another device, which is nothing but virtual machine only. So I have one device in this particular virtual network as well. So now if I want to have this device communicate with device in the other virtual network. Okay, so now here the virtual network is new VNet, where this device is situated. So this device wants to basically communicate with another device which is available on this another virtual network, which is VNet AZ, and that particular device wanted to communicate with this device. Okay, so that is a kind of requirement where one device wants to communicate with another device available on different virtual network. Okay, so in a nutshell, if we want to connect two or more virtual networks together, and by doing this, in a way, resources attached with one virtual network can be accessed by resources attached to another network. Okay, and to do that, we have an option called peering, and to add peering, we can click on this peering option here. And remember, this is my Vnet AZ virtual network. Okay, so I can click on add here. Okay, and I can name it as uh, vpeer1 or maybe az peer1. Okay, and I will keep this resource manager option. And this resource ID option, folks, is nothing but you let us say if you are providing this resource ID, then what does that mean is, if let us say if in case you have a virtual network that's associated with another account or subscription. Okay, so in that scenario you can provide your resource ID here. Okay, so basically if the account or subscription is different, then only you can provide this resource ID. Okay, so I don't want to provide that, so I'll keep it unchecked. Subscription details are here, and here I can choose the virtual network. So when we are doing peering, we need to ensure that IP address range of one virtual network should not be identical to the IP address range of another. Okay, so here in my case, I have kept the IP address range for both the virtual networks different. Okay, if, so I can select the virtual network to which I want to connect to. Okay, so let's say I have another. So you can see VNet AZ ML resources is the current one which I'm using. This is having a resource group ML resources. So I want to utilize another virtual network which I created earlier, and this is associated with another resource group which is network watchers RG. So let me provide that. And then here we can either enable or disable the virtual network access option. So by default it is enabled, and it provides basically three options. So allow forwarding traffic. So allow forwarded traffic means that if let's say you have three virtual networks which are connected or chained together, such that one has to go from virtual net 1 to virtual net 3 through virtual net 2, then in such scenario this option will allow the traffic from a network to pass through this network to move to another network. Okay, and then this second option, allow gateway transit, it is nothing but but it means that if you check this option, then if in case there is a virtual gateway installed on this network, then it will allow you it will then will you allow that other network to access your gateway or not. So by checking or unchecking this, you can control that option. Okay, and then the third option is use remote gateway. So use remote gateway is just an opposite of allowing opposite of allow gateway transit, this option. Okay, so in this case, what happens in this case, the network has permission to uh, I mean to say, if in case this network has permission to access gateway on another that network through their gateways. Okay, so this option determines that. So let's click on OK. So it has been added successfully. Okay, so when we click on OK, the peering status is shown as, let me refresh it. So you can see the peering status is shown as uh, initiated here, right? So what does that mean is, you know, so basically, once we click on OK, as I told you earlier, the peering status, which is shown here as initiated. So in order to complete the connection, we can, we need to go to another virtual network. Okay, the different one to which, which I was attaching to this particular network. That is whom we are connecting to this network, and follow the same steps over there also. Okay, so we will follow this by clicking on peering. Okay, so let me click on virtual network. So here I have Vnet AZ, right? And let's click on virtual networks and select the another network which I wanted to connect to. Okay, so this was the one, because this has a different resource group here, right? So, and the IP address range is also different. So we will follow the same steps here also. So click on peering, and then we will click on add. Okay, so we will name it as peer to virtual network. We will select Vnet AZ here, and then we will click on OK, because I'm not checking any options here. So you can see the message here, adding virtual network peering. So now the virtual, you can see the message, added virtual network peering. Okay, and let's, okay. So now you can see the peering status as connected. So now these two virtual networks are connected, and one resource in one of the virtual network can communicate with another device on a different virtual network. But folks, we need to keep in mind one thing, that VNet to VNet peering means when two virtual nets are in the same region, and Microsoft says that there won't be any performance hit if two VNets are in the same region. On the other hand, global peering is one uh, where two virtual nets or VNets are not in the same region. So there might be some performance hits because obviously, the traffic or the one has to travel from one virtual network to another virtual network. So it takes and that too in different regions. Then it is a time-consuming activity, definitely. So in that case, there might be a performance hit. All right, folks. So this is it about this video. I will be covering next topics in the upcoming video. So please keep on watching. If in case you like this video, then please hit the like button, subscribe for our channel, as well as share this video. Thank you.